Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Yoga for the Back Body with Jim. Let's come to a comfy seat this morning as we explore the theme for the month of April. Before we get started, though, let's take a nice deep inhale and an audible exhale. Let it all go. Engage your core, nice tall spine. Bring your shoulders up to your ears. Let your shoulders roll down and back. Take another deep inhale, audible exhale. Before we get started, though, let's tune into our breath. Remember last month in March, it was largely all about the breath, how we could use the breath to establish our flow, but also how we could use the breath to help us through tough times and take some of those practices to our daily lives. Maybe you've noticed yourself now using that breath whenever the situations become stressful. I know this week for me has been an extremely stressful time. And I've been coming back to my breath over and over again to remind myself that my breath is permanent and that stress is just a temporary response to external stimulations. So you can come back to your breath to recenter yourself. So let's do that now. Come back to a 4-count breath. We've done it enough now that maybe you remember how. And let's just take 10 nice and easy 4-count breaths starting right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let your breathing return to its natural rhythm. Now notice your breathing. Does it feel shallow or deep? Since we're going to be talking about rhythm and flow this month, let's think about how we can use the breath to establish a rhythm. We did that a lot last month, right? We were doing exercise, going into poses, taking our time. Every pose was a 4-count and a 4-count exhale on the upper other side of that. Sorry about that. So let's try to use that, and then we'll use it to establish a flow. Now, one thing I'm not going to say anti, but I prefer to have what I would call non-novel flows. What that means in yoga means I prefer to do a very similar flow over and over and over again, so I can achieve that state of not thinking in the poses. Some people love the changing poses all the time. I firmly believe that it's just easier for you to not be distracted listening to me or any other instructor, so you can just kind of go through the flow. There's a few different types of yoga that do that, but today we're just going to focus on, let's establish a rhythm. So we're going to do a few poses, come to that 4 count breath, establish our rhythm through our movements, and then we're going to try and move that into a flow where you're not thinking about what I'm saying, you're thinking about the movements of your body, right? We're going to develop that interoception or proprioception, right? Knowing where your body is in space. Interoception is knowing what's happening in your body. So we're going to develop those as we do that rhythm and flow. So you'll just know, oh, wait, Jim said we're going to go through the same exercises and we'll do a lot of the same flow. We're just going to build on it every week and maybe shorten certain segments as we build to a full flow sequence. Okay. So today we're going to start off seated and we're just going to come back to something simple. We're going to bring our arms out and up on the inhale, 4 count inhale, exhale cactus, inhale tall, exhale cactus. Take that entire 4 count, inhale tall, exhale cactus, inhale tall, exhale cactus. Just feel how this feels in your body. I want you to close your eyes down if you feel like you're in a comfortable space. And come back to noticing the shoulders, the upper back muscles. Maybe you notice the hands and triceps stretching to bring your arms up. And then your biceps contracting, your back pulling. Just keep going. I know it's probably getting a little tiring and boring. But keep feeling those movements, developing the rhythm. It's like a dance move, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, one more inhale to the top. And then we're going to exhale. We're going to twist to the right. I want you to bring your left hand, right knee. Stay here for 2 breaths. That's 1. 2. Inhale tall. Exhale, twist to the left. Look over the right shoulder. Stay here for 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Exhale. 2. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Look over the right shoulder. 2 breaths. Inhale tall. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2. Inhale tall. Last time on the twist. Exhale right. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale tall. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale tall. Exhale. Arms could kind of go out wide. Palms to your knees. Notice how your shoulders, probably your middle back, maybe triceps, biceps, maybe a little bit of neck. Notice how they all feel after that movement. Now we've established the beginning of our flow. So it's an inhale, arms up, exhale, cactus, inhale, arms up, exhale, cactus, inhale, arms up, exhale, twist to the right, hold for 2 breaths, inhale up. I'm just describing, don't follow me. Just sit with where you are. I'm just describing the flow we're going to be doing. Exhale left, 2 breaths, inhale, center up, exhale, twist right, 2 of those, inhale back to center, exhale, palms to the knees. So now we're going to come back to that exact flow, right? Everything's going to be done in twos. So we're going to do 2 cactus, 2 ups, 2 twists, left and right, and then back to center. Okay. So we're going to establish that flow, and you can establish your rhythm with your breath. I'm going to give you cues and be cueing you through it, but I just want you to start establishing that flow and feeling the muscles, what your body is doing, and just flowing with your breath. Okay. Maybe your 4 count isn't my 4 count. Ready? So we're going to inhale our arms up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale up. First change. Exhale, right. Hold 2 breaths. 1, 2. Inhale up to center. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, left. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Exhale, 2. Inhale up. Exhale, right. 2 count hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Last one to the left. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale up. Sorry. One more breath. 2. Inhale up at center. Exhale. Palms to your knees. Notice how that felt this time. Did you feel like the flow was more natural, more rhythmic? I always like to think of it as like, sometimes I like to think of the moving between the poses as a dance, not as a warrior 2, reverse warrior. Don't think of it as like abrupt changes. I'm not a boot camp guy. I'm not your boot camp fitness instructor or your drill sergeant or whatever. That's not who I am. I want you to feel the flow and rhythm in your body and just kind of let it go. And feel how the movement feels for you and what your rhythm is. So let's go through that one more time. And I'm just going to cue the pose this time, not the breath counts, right? So it's a 2 count hold, 4 count breath, 2 times through every pose, right? So inhale, arms up, cactus, up, cactus, up, right twist, inhale up, left twist, Up, palms overhead, right twist. Inhale, palms overhead, left twist. Inhale, palms meet overhead. Exhale, palms to knees. Now, how did the reduction in noise, meaning me talking, affect your ability to flow? Were you able to maybe drop in just a little bit more because you weren't trying to listen to me for every breath, every cue? Maybe you notice your muscles a little bit more because you're not listening to my voice. Now, we're going to do this, and I'm just going to cue the inhale and exhale this time. I'm not going to cue anything, right? I'm going to just say we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, you may not remember, and that's okay. Remember when we were doing the breath counts and you would like, oh, wait, well, back to 1. That's okay. Just come back to wherever you are in the flow. Okay. So let's go ahead and go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Inhale. 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 Exhale. Palms to your knees. Noticing if there's a softening or stilling of the mind or your body. Let your breath just return to its natural rhythm here and just sit. So that's going to be the first part of our flow that we'll be adding on to every week. Next week, we'll only be doing this for 1 repetition per. So we'll be moving through them a little bit faster. I shouldn't say faster. Same pace, just 1 repetition for each. And then we'll add on another step, another 2 movements to bring our flow a little bit more further along, okay? So for now, though, I want you to come down to your back. And what would a yoga with Jim be without a little core work before we fall into our final resting pose? And since we'll use this as our ending piece and our flow moving forward, we're going to do 2 reps of Jim's core flow. You guys have been doing it now. If you've been in class, you've probably done it a few times. Go ahead and take a few hip shimmies here. We've been sitting for quite a while. Maybe your hips tightened up here. I know Tuesdays are leg days for me. The Wednesday, yesterday, my leg day got delayed on Tuesday, so I did it yesterday. But my inner hip here, the front part of my thighs, is always very tight the day after leg day. So let's do 2 reps. Inhale the heels up. Exhale, knees in. I'm sorry, inhale, knees in. Exhale, right. Take your time, slow 4 count. Inhale up. Exhale, left. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, release. Exhale, long. Inhale in. Exhale, right. Last go. Inhale up, make it count. Exhale, left. Feel the rhythm. Hold those heels off the ground. Flex the feet back to the face. Hold it. Engage those quads and those calves. Hold it up. Engage that core. Push that lower back into the mat. And then exhale. Release it all. Oh. How do those lower abdomens, those obliques in your side feel after those couple rounds? A strong core is great for your lower back to keep you from dumping and to help support that the abdominal area. So now let's take a couple restful poses. So we're going to bring our heels, our soles of our feet in. Let's come to a figure 4 here, bringing our right ankle over our left knee. Take your right hand to the side of your right knee and kind of give it a little nudge here. Now, if you want, you can bring a block under your left foot, or you can pull the left knee, left thigh in towards your chest, wrapping your hands around the back or around your shin, wherever you want. But remember, we're trying to push that right knee away, whether that's through musculature or using your right hand to give it a little nudge. Be here for a few breaths. Two more breaths here in figure 4. When you're ready, we're going to drop that right foot to the ground. Staying in figure 4 here. Just drop the right foot, left knee to the ground here. Look over the right shoulders. Twist with figure 4 legs. One more breath here on the left with the leaves falling to the left. Next, inhale back up. Uncross the right ankle off the left knee. Bring the right sole of the foot back to your mat. Check in on that right hip. Notice how it feels in comparison to the left. We'll bring the left ankle to the right knee. Again, take that left hand. Encourage that right knee to kind of go away from the torso. When you, again, if you want to pull your thigh into your chest, put your foot up on a block. Both those options are available to you. Just keep coming back to that breath, letting yourself slow down. When you're ready, we're going to let that right knee, left foot drop to the ground. Figure four legs and a twist. Look over the left shoulder. Continue to stay with your breath. As you're here, I want you to notice something. Did the chatter of your mind and the rhythm and flow slow down? Our mind is a thinking machine. That's never going to stop. But maybe you slow them down just a little bit. 2 more breaths here in the twist. We're going to inhale our legs up. Exhale, uncross the left ankle off the right knee. Check in here for just a few breaths. Let yourself relax into your mat. Soles of the feet staying with the knees up to the sky. When you're ready, extend your legs long. Find your final resting pose. Palms up, palms down if you need some grounding. You're ready. I want you to start introducing some wiggling to your fingers, toes, reach overhead. Oh, big stretch. Exhale, roll over to whatever side you're feeling today. I'm feeling the right. Inhale, push yourself up. Come to a nice tall seat. Palms together at heart center, head slightly bowed. I don't know about you guys, but this is really, I love this time, this day. I love practicing with you guys on Thursday mornings. Or if you're joining me at some other time, totally appreciate it. Just love the views. I always feel so much more relaxed after class. But thank you so much for practicing with me. I'll see you guys next time. I bow to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.